Hey everybody, thanks for opting in. And just like I promised, you are gonna get the secrets that I've discovered to truly explosive income online. Okay, look, I'm not one of these online internet gurus. I'm not somebody that's trying to sell you a not $47 ebook or even a $2,000 course. Okay, this is not information that you can find anywhere else. All right, so this is not just regular internet marketing or affiliate marketing. This is internet marketing on steroids. Okay, if you ever wondered what the big boys do, the underground people that make a lot of money online do, well, you're about to get the chance to discover. So first of all, I'm like, the movie Jerry Maguire. You said, "Show me the money." I like to start off, but just letting people know, that I do know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is actually some stats from some campaigns, and keep in mind this campaign, this particular campaign, was something that I worked on with one of my clients. Okay, so this is actually a client campaign. This is not one of my personal campaigns. If I showed you my personal numbers, quite frankly, you'd probably faint and probably wouldn't believe it. So I'm going to show you a campaign that I worked on with a client. So starting back November 30th, you see here, it was around $18,000. So we're getting started. That might be a really big campaign for somebody, a daily revenue like that. But it's just getting started for us. Um, so as you can see, less than a month later, we've done over $130,000 in one day. Okay, we had over 2,700 sales, and we did $135,000 in one day. Okay, and in total, this campaign, in 28 days, did over $1.1 million. Okay, so this is the type of information that you're going to get from me. This is the type of coaching that I give. I do have a private coaching program. It is not cheap, but I'm going to show you in a second, some of the results that my people have gotten. But regardless of that, you're on my list now, and you're going to get some cutting edge content. Okay, you're going to find out, how the big boys make tens of thousands of dollars every day. I mean, isn't that something that you've kind of always wondered? If you've been in internet marketing or affiliate marketing, for any length of time, you know that there are some people out here making some serious money, but they are very, very reluctant to tell you exactly how they're doing it. Okay, they'll sell you some products that kind of tell you some things, but they're not really giving up the goods. They're not showing you inside their campaigns, but I'm actually going to show you, inside of some of my $1 million plus, and when I say $1 million, I mean $1 million, plus monthly, in some cases, campaigns. All right. So you can get some serious access. So over the next few days, you're gonna get some emails from me, and I'm gonna be giving you some really cutting edge content dealing with paid traffic. Okay, I'm a paid traffic specialist. I don't really do free traffic a whole lot. I'm really focused on pay per click, pay per view, media buys, and banner deals. All right, those are the ways I drive most of my traffic. I'm also going to talk about that one day I just showed you. I'm gonna give you some information on how I actually generated that $135,000. That's one thing you'll learn in the coming days and weeks as you stay on my list. Um, and gonna you're gonna get the secret to unleashing massive profits in PPC. All right, there are a lot of people out here teaching pay per click, teaching AdWords, but again, just like the picture you saw with the real big muscular dude on steroids. I mean, like these guys are puny, compared to the stuff that I'm doing, and not just me, but the people that I train, and also just the people that I do business with. I mean, like we're in a whole nother level of marketing that, affiliate marketing, in particular, is called CPA. We're in a whole different league that that most people know about. But we're going to talk about exactly what CPA is, and you're going to find out about all the stuff that we do here. If you are doing AdWords, I'm going to talk about a brand new concept that will multiply your AdWords profits by 10. Okay, and I'll show you exactly how I've used it, and you can do the same. All right, and like I said before, you're going to see inside some of my most successful campaigns. All right. So just real briefly, who am I? Well, I'm president and CEO of SuperAffiliateRockstar.com. We do affiliate marketing in the CPA arena. CPA stands for cost per action or cost per acquisition. So it's a specific form of affiliate marketing that is very lucrative. So lucrative that I had my first $1 million month, back in 2009, and there have been many more since then. Um, you know, Behind the scenes, I've trained some of the biggest internet marketers on the planet. Okay, I'm kind of like a ghost trainer in some ways, so I've been sworn to secrecy not to mention, their names because obviously, they want their followers and people to think that they're, the big genius and gurus that that they are, so that they don't like necessarily everybody to know that they get some of their secrets from other, real underground people like me. But my nickname is Mr. 50K a day. Obviously related to the type of income, and revenue that I drive online. Like I said, I've been doing this since the year 2000. So, internet years, I am like ancient, ancient, ancient. All right. So like I mentioned before, I do have a coaching program. My coaching program costs $50,000. Not really like actively, trying to sell it right now. I mean, really just trying to build up, my list and database. But I do have a waiting list, for the coaching program. But you might be wondering like why people pay me $50,000 for coaching. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly why. The reason is because I get results because they make money. Okay, because they get an ROI. And just a few of my really happy clients. And this is Josh. He generated, and this is actually a mistake here. He actually did the $702,000 in 1 month. Okay, that's in 1 month, and this was at about a 40% profit margin. So so that month, he walked away with about $280,000 in profit. All right. This is another one of my clients, Michael Hendricks. He did over $300,000 in 2 months, and this was on Google AdWords. Another one of my clients, Kevin Alexander. He's done upwards of $90,000 per week. His highest day has been $30,000. And I was on different traffic sources. The 30K day, the 30K in one day that was on Google. And again, he made the investment. I mean, he, not only invested, his money in the training, but he invested a lot of time and worked really, really hard. And he, really was rewarded. He was able to quit his job, and really have a much better life and make way more money than he ever had before in his life. So like, Kevin's become a friend, of mine since the coaching, and really, really, really good to see him succeeding. This is another one of my clients. This is a dentist. His name is David Allison. He lives in Georgia, and we worked on a campaign. I worked on a campaign with him while I was coaching him, and that particular campaign did $1.1 million in 90 days. And so, and that was over 50% of that was profit. So, so we had a very, very lucrative campaign there. While he was in the coaching program. And this is also another client, Margie. She did over $100,000 in one day. That's what I showed you earlier. And and again, she started off skeptical, but she took the plunge. She believed in me, and it really worked out for her. Those are just a few of the success stories that we've had with our coaching program. So who's next? But again, hey, I understand that everybody doesn't have $50,000 for coaching, and and that's not the point. The point is that you're gonna get a lot of information that you can't get from anywhere else, and as long as you stay on my list, you're gonna get it for free. I've had countless people tell me that they've made a lot of money just from the free content and the free information that I put out there. And it's really, gratifying for me, because again, I'm not really depending on, selling little bits of information here and there. I'm not dependent on, selling you $1,000 product, or $2,000 product, or anything like that. I make the vast bulk of my money, actually doing this stuff, actually doing affiliate marketing. And then I make, nice money coaching as well, kind of on the side. So, I really I'm not worried about, just hoarding, information. I'm in a position where I can give you a lot of value and, just a lot, of content that can really help you make a lot of money if you do implement it. All right. So moving forward, again, thanks for opting in, and, you'll be getting some more information from me, as the days and weeks progress. And if you are interested, in the coaching, you can contact my right-hand man, Rico, to be put on our waiting list. Because we do have a waiting list of people waiting, for the $50,000 coaching. But if you'd like to, add your name to that list, and and if you are truly serious, about making money in internet marketing or in affiliate marketing, especially, then hit up Rico. It's Rico at superaffiliaterockstar.com, and he can get you, some more information to get you on the waiting list. All right. So hey, thanks a lot again, and I look forward to really over delivering and give you lots of good content, and in the coming days, and not just content but entertainment as well. Because hey, I'm a kind of a wild and crazy guy. Start a video, holding the Patron, tequila. I like to drink, I like to party, I like to have fun. But I really believe work hard, play hard. Okay, and I work really hard to make a whole lot of money, and I like to enjoy it. All right, so looking forward to you getting to know me over the few next coming months, and hopefully me getting to know you as well. All right, Greg Davis signing out. Peace.